He must know how to do it right. Take me places that I need a man who know how to talk. Can you flip it? Can you hit it? Are you ready to get with it tonight? Can you give me what I want? Can you do the things I want? Summertime outside, making love while the rain is falling. Ooh, I wanna know, can you keep it up? 'Cause tonight I'm feeling oh so sexy.
Olivia was marketed as the bad girl of R&B, a bold, rebellious figure in a sea of soulful diva. But what if I told you that image was a complete lie? That behind the scenes, the industry forced her into a role that wasn't hers to play, and it ultimately destroyed her career. Most people remember Olivia as the first lady of G Unit, or the breakout star of Love and Hip Hop, but few know the full story, from being signed by Clive Davis as a teenage prodigy to becoming entangled in label politics, public drama. Olivia's career was marked by contradictions. She was a star with undeniable talent, yet her career seemed to stall at every turn. Why? Because the industry didn't just fail her, they set her up to fail. And here's the kicker. Olivia's story is one of resilience in the face of sabotage rumors and a system designed to prioritize everyone but her. Let's unpack the shocking truth behind why Olivia never became the superstar she was meant to be. This isn't just about music, it's about what happens when an artist's truth gets buried beneath the industry's lies. Olivia's career began with so much promise at just 18. She was signed to J Records by none other than Clive Davis, the same man behind legends like Whitney Houston and Alicia Keys. Her audition, a stunning rendition of His Eye is on the Sparrow, which got her signed on the spot with her vocal talent. Olivia could have been positioned as a soulful R&B powerhouse, but Clive had other plans. Instead of showcasing her authenticity, he decided to market her as the bad girl of R&B. The idea was simple: contrast her with Alicia Keys, who was simultaneously being promoted as the good girl. And what soulful songbird. This wasn't a coincidence. It was a deliberate strategy to pit the two against each other in the public eye. For Olivia, this image was anything but authentic in her own words. She was being told who to be and how to act, something that never truly felt right. But Clive's strategy worked. Initially, her debut single Bounce was the king at number 15 on the Billboard charts. It was raw, edgy, and laced with language that set her apart from other R&B singers at the time. Yet, beneath the surface, cracks were forming. Olivia wasn't being given the creative freedom to shape her own identity, and the bad girl image began to feel like a box she couldn't escape. The problem wasn't just the image, it was the expectations tied to it. The industry wanted her to be something she wasn't, and when her debut album didn't perform as expected, she found herself stuck in a cycle of being shuffled between labels and management teams. So how did Olivia, who had all the tools for success, end up struggling to maintain her footing in the industry? It starts with how the industry creates misconceptions, and how those misconceptions can bury the truth about an artist. Talent. After her Oolant exit from J Records, Olivia found herself at Interscope, where she was introduced to 50 Cent and the Gannett family. At first glance, it seemed like a golden opportunity. Gannett was one of the hottest labels in the industry, dominating the charts with gritty street anthems. But why would a hardcore hip-hop label need an R&B singer? The answer was simple. Strategy. 50 Cent wanted to diversify his label and go head-to-head with his rival Irv Gotti, whose Murder and label boasted a star R&B singer. Ashanti signing Olivia was a power move. She became the first lady of Gannett, giving the label an edge. On paper, it was a perfect match. Olivia even got her first big break with Gannett when she was featured on 50 Cent's smash hit Candy Shop. The song was a massive success, going platinum and peaking at number 1 on the charts. Suddenly, Olivia was everywhere. Music videos, tours, and collaborations. But here's the twist. While Candy Shop catapulted her into the spotlight, it didn't set her up as a solo artist. Olivia was still seen as an accessory to Gannett, not a standalone star, and that was the root of the problem. Gannett wasn't built to nurture an R&B artist. The label's audience wanted hardcore rap. Olivia's smooth melodic style didn't fit the mold. Marketing her was a constant struggle. She released singles like Best Friend and Twisted, featuring Lloyd Banks, but none of them gained the traction needed to establish her as a solo act. To make matters worse, the internal culture at Gunit wasn't exactly welcoming for Olivia. She was the only female artist in a group dominated by male rappers, and that came with its own set of challenges. Olivia later admitted that the label didn't know how to handle an R&B artist, and it showed the turning point came when tensions within the label started to rise. Olivia was working with artists like Missy Elliott to find her own sound, which 50 Cent reportedly didn't take kindly to. And when her sophomore album Behind Closed Doors was shelved indefinitely, it became clear that Gunit wasn't the right fit for her. The truth is, Olivia was never set up to succeed at Gunit. She was brought in to fill a role, not to thrive as an artist, and while she gave it her all, the label's lack of direction for her career ultimately held her back. But Olivia's struggles with Gunit were only part of the story behind the scenes. There were even bigger challenges, brewing ones that would test her resilience and force her to fight for her place in the industry. Olivia's struggles weren't just about bad marketing or mismatched labels. They were also about the unforgiving nature of the music industry itself. From the very start, she was caught in a web of politics, rumors, and power plays that made it nearly impossible for her to thrive. One of the biggest challenges Olivia faced was the constant drama within her labels when she left J Records. It wasn't just a career move, it was a fallout tied to internal politics. Executives vied for control, and Olivia was caught in the middle. Instead of being seen as an artist, she was treated like a pawn in a game of corporate power. When she joined Gunit, the challenges only escalated. The hyper-masculine environment of the label created constant friction, and then came the public feuds, particularly with former Gunit member The Game. As part of his fallout with 50 Cent, The Game launched a series of personal attacks against everyone associated with Gunit, including Olivia. The most damaging rumor, The Game publicly claimed that Olivia was a man, a ridiculous and cruel lie meant to humiliate her rather than stoop to his level. Olivia took the high road, dismissing the claims as immature, but the damage was done. The music industry thrives on perception, and rumors like these can stick no matter how baseless they are, and it wasn't just external attacks. Internal conflicts at Gunit made things worse. Olivia struggled to establish herself in a label that didn't know how to promote her. She was repeatedly sidelined in favor of other artists, and her projects were delayed or shelf altogether. The industry's double standards. Women also played a significant role in her struggles. Olivia was constantly compared to Ashanti, a star who had the full support of Murder Inc. While Ashanti was positioned as a leading lady, Olivia was seen as an afterthought, despite having comparable talent. Even when she tried to take control of her narrative, the industry pushed back. Collaborations with artists like Missy Elliott were overshadowed by rumors of romantic relationships, and her attempts to create authentic R&B music were dismissed in favor of more marketable trends. The truth is, the music industry wasn't built to support artists like Olivia. It thrives on image drama and quick returns, none of which worked in her favor. She was constantly underestimated, overlooked, and undermined, even when she had the talent to shine. But Olivia's story doesn't end there. Despite the setbacks, she continued to fight for her place in the spotlight, proving that resilience can outlast even the harshest critics. Next, we'll uncover how her personal choices and new ventures helped her reinvent herself in the face of adversity while Olivia faced industry-wide challenges. Some of the most significant obstacles to her success came from within her own camp, from missed opportunities to questionable management. These issues compounded the difficulties she faced and derailed her career trajectory. One of the most glaring missed opportunities was Olivia's decision to pass on the song Let It Go, a Missy Elliott-produced track that would go on to become a massive hit for Keisha Cole. At the time, Olivia was collaborating with Missy in an effort to break free from the constraints of Gunit and redefine her sound. However, for reasons that remain unclear, she didn't claim the song as her own. When it was later recorded and released by Kia Cole, it became an instant success, leaving Olivia to wonder what could have been, but the missed opportunities didn't stop there. Olivia's management also played a major role in holding her back, under the guidance of rich dolls. Olivia hoped to finally gain the support and direction she needed to succeed as an independent artist. However, it soon became clear that this partnership was anything but beneficial. Rich Dallas was accused of mismanaging her career, failing to secure the right deals, and most shockingly, withholding royalties from Olivia's hit singles December and Walk Away. Despite these songs being well received and showcasing Olivia's true vocal talent, she never saw the financial rewards from her work. This betrayal was a crushing blow, as Olivia had poured her heart and soul into those tracks only to be left in the dark about their success. "You broke my heart," Olivia said in a confrontation with Rich, reflecting the depth of her disappointment. The realization that someone she trusted had profited off her work without her knowledge was a bitter pill to swallow. Rich's focus on drama and reality TV antics also created further tension. Instead of supporting Olivia's artistry, he prioritized sensationalism, hoping to capitalize on her role in love and hip-hop. This strategy may have boosted her visibility, but it did little to help her establish herself as a serious artist. Olivia later admitted that the constant push for drama left her feeling alienated and ultimately led her to fire Rich as her manager. For Olivia, the combination of bad management and missed opportunities wasn't just a setback. It was a betrayal at every turn. It seemed like the people who were supposed to help her succeed were instead holding her back. Despite these challenges, Olivia refused to give up. She continued to create music independently, determined to prove that her talent and resilience could overcome the hurdles placed in her way. But her journey wasn't over yet. There were still battles to fight and lessons to learn as she worked to reclaim her place in the spotlight. When Olivia joined the cast of Love and Hip Hop in 2011, it seemed like the perfect opportunity for a fresh start. Reality TV was quickly becoming a powerful platform for artists to connect with fans, and Olivia hoped the show would give her career the visibility it desperately needed. As one of the original cast members, Olivia stood out as the accomplished R&B singer with a story of resilience. She used the show to open up about her struggles in the music industry, revealing the highs and lows of her journey. Her vulnerability was a refreshing contrast to the often over-the-top drama of the show, and it allowed viewers to see a side of her they hadn't seen before. But while Love and Hip Hop brought Olivia back into the